Compatibility of sex की value तो कभी थी ही नहीं. Nobody talked about it. हमारी माँ ने हमको कभी बताया ही नहीं कि sex कैसे होता है.
Whenever I would enter, she's like, Ali Maji Miss World, Ali Maji Miss India. So I was like, really? Am I that pretty?
There are bad kisses.
Brush your teeth.
I'm just like, not just that. No, किसी को तो आता ही नहीं है. But anyway, hopefully they can learn. Classes होनी चाहिए.
नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Love Stories 2 dropping on Netflix बहुत ही जल्द. Made for Each Other is something that is going to be part of this anthology. और आज Radio Nasha पर I have some of my favorite people actually. Welcome to Radio Nasha, Neena G.
Thank you so much.
Balki Sahak, Mrinal.
Thank you.
And Angad. Welcome to Radio Nasha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
बाल्की साहब मैं आपके साथ शुरुआत करने वाली हूँ. I have always been an admirer of the older women जो आपने अपने फिल्मों में दर्शाए हैं, चाहे वो चीनी कम हो, चाहे वो पा हो, या फिर most recently नीला की मम का रोल. I thought these women, you know, just made my women feel seen. So thank you so much for doing that consistently.
Thank you.
And it's no surprise that if you had to have another woman like that, वो नीना जी होती ना. ये कब से, मतलब since when आपको नीना जी के साथ काम करना था? इसके साथ शुरू करते हैं.
सच बोलना.
Very long back, and I'll tell you when. And I think there was once I had called. I had tried to reach out to her during Pa.
Oh.
Okay, I'd actually tried to reach out to her, and I couldn't reach her. I have no idea. They couldn't get through to you. We all know about Neena Ji, and we all have seen kind of thing. And she thinks, you know, after Badai Ho, the world is kind of, you know, again kind of doing this reinvention of Neena Ji. I don't think so. I just believe she was always fabulous. And I have a funny feeling that she chose not to do a lot of things, not the other way around. And I saw a lot of her when I was, during the lockdown, we were all watching stuff. I went on the spree of Shyam Benegal films. I went on the spree of every director's films, which of course I've seen somewhere here there, but I hadn't seen it like in one stretch. And I discovered, and she was in little parts in one, something bigger one, something this. And I was just admiring this person completely doing drastically different things in each one and so effortlessly. And the kind of, you know, the pitch and the modernism which we all talk about and the kind of, you know, naturalness which we talk about, it was just ingrained in them. You know, it was not even, they were not even making an effort to do that stuff. And when people talk of performances today, they just need to watch some of those films. It was so casual, so beautifully done. So a lot of it I discovered. I don't do very many films. I had very few opportunities to kind of work with her. But when this happened, it was like thak. I just called her just then, immediately I had called her and I said, yeah, we need to do this kind of thing. And she thankfully agreed. Actually the same with both these people too, because Mrinal, so we were supposed to work on a lot of things. We just could not for some time. But it was like, I mean, who can't like her? I mean,
Absolutely.
Like she's just such a spontaneous and I mean, she just lights up the screen, you know, and you're going to just think she's like one of those kind of people who just, you can't just help but notice. And you'll know it. Even when she's giggling, you think the whole world belongs to her. and I actually noticed in Dear Zindagi first, when Gauri shot him, and I said, and I actually thought he was a very sensitive actor, even in that one scene. It requires a lot to play that. He's actually a very, what they call subtlety with a throw. You know, I think he's that kind of a person. He's very understated, he's very this thing, but he's got a throw. And very few people, sometimes people mistake the subtlety and just disappear in the whole thing. And even in the film that I'm doing, Gumar, and in this, he's not the center of attention, but he's got throw in the self-effacing nature of his characters. And that ability of an actor, I find quite magical.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I'll tell you something. I've worked with many other filmmakers and I've done some really good work and I'm very proud of my body of work. But the way he saw me as an actor, none of them saw. So for me it's, and how he's just worded what he thinks of me, I'm just short of a tear, but I'm hiding it well. I just feel that as actors you are so wanting not the love of the audience, that's secondary. You know, I just feel the acceptance from your filmmaker. Absolutely. I really feel it's because I'm a man, the relationship is very guru-shishya.
Yeah, bilkul.
You know, so I feel it's submission and acceptance, which I always try and do. But I just felt the warmth that I got through him. I can't say that I got it from anybody else, but I'm okay not getting it from anybody else except him.
Well, it's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Worth
You know, I'm so grateful that, you know, this press junket is happening. I think this moment was like the biggest award moment of my life. I remember meeting Balki sir first. In my head, it was like, Papa, Papa, Chini, come here, Chini. You know, all those things were going in my head. And thanks to you, sir, I'm forgetting his name. Sir's colleague had watched Love Sonia. And
Anil Naidu.
Anil sir.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
He told me,
never...
this is the girl. He saw that, Love Sonia. I saw it afterwards. He said, you must watch this girl. She is she's absolutely kind of the next big thing, whatever, something he said. I really loved her. I've not seen a performance like this for a long time. But of course I've seen her. I haven't known her. And she says that she's met me in Lintas or whatever during advertising. That I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
I would always
first
get
time
shortlisted.
she walked into my office for something, we were supposed to meet or something, I felt I've known this girl for a very long time because it was so comfortable. I've never seen her as a star, the big star that she is, whatever. She's just so full of life and a real person. Sometimes you meet people who are kind of putting on a kind of an act. I mean, that most of us have to do it in the profession
business,
that we're in.
yes.
But there was sometimes you just connect with people and say, this is genuine warmth. I mean, I don't mind telling her anything. And I don't care what she thinks of me. And I think the same thing is true because we just have to say it. We'll never judge each other on those kind of parameters or whatever. I think when you're comfortable with people, I think you can do the work that you want to.
Absolutely, and it's so important.
That's what is really important.
I must thank you for making the earlier point where I was saying कि आपने इन औरतों को एक जगह दी है, सिल्वर स्क्रीन पर, जहाँ पर I truly believe that life for women, okay, with their wisdom begins at 40. Until then हम सब experiment कर रहे हैं, फिर 40 की उम्र में पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है, everything just comes together. और उसके बाद जो औरतें हो जाती हैं, I just feel that it's been a pleasure and a privilege. नीना जी, आपको भी ऐसा लगता है?
Don't ask me because I have very negative things to say about this topic.
अरे, क्या हो गया? क्यों? But you're looking like we could share the same wardrobe right now, so. मैं आपकी ड्रेस पहन सकती हूँ तो बिल्कुल लग नहीं रहा आप पर
नहीं things are not like that. I mean, I'm talking about India. I'm not India. We are not India.
Correct.
बिल्कुल.
We are a minority. Minority की भी minority. बात दूसरे लोगों की बात करते हैं ना, ये minority है, वो है. हम minority है इंडिया में रहते हुए.
बिल्कुल.
हम minority, हम इंडिया नहीं है. तो जो हम कह रहे हैं और कर रहे हैं वो इंडिया नहीं है. हम ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जैसे मिस्टर बाल्की ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कुछ जो कहना चाह रहे हैं उससे शायद कुछ असर पड़े.
बदल जाए. जी.
असर पड़े ना.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
So ये जो है ना 40s के बाद कुछ नहीं है. ये इंडिया में ऐसे women का नहीं है. उसके बाद सिर्फ ये होता है. I'm sorry to say that women they suffer the whole time. मतलब पति के लिए सब करना, बच्चों के लिए सब करना, सास ससुर के लिए सब करना. This is what they've been taught. Okay, they do all that. They become the man totally dependent on them. है ना?
बिल्कुल.
कपड़े भी निकाल देंगे, अंडरवेयर भी निकाल देंगे, जूते भी. अब क्या होता है 40 या 50 के बाद वो आदमी उसके बगैर चल नहीं सकता.
हाँ.
He can't do without her.
बिल्कुल.
Then she becomes a little
Strong.
strong in the sense कि अब तो साला कहाँ जाएगा.
गाड़ी
लड़की भी नहीं मिलेगी अब, पैसे नहीं और बूढ़ा भी हो गया. तो अब मतलब
Correct.
कितनी गुलाटियाँ मारे.
अब बूढ़ा भी हो गया.
बूढ़ा भी हो गया.
हाँ, मतलब बाहर जाके सेक्स भी नहीं कर पाएगा, पैसे भी इतने नहीं होंगे कि किसी को खर्च पाएगा. पर लड़की क्यों आएगी यार बूढ़े के पास.
लेकिन ये premise जो है मुझे बहुत exciting लगता है. I haven't watched it, so my audience will also watch it, perhaps on Netflix only. लेकिन क्योंकि मैंने देखी नहीं अब तक, मैं सिर्फ assume कर रही हूँ कि इस equation में एक दादी, एक पोती से कह रही है कि बेटा टेस्ट ड्राइव ले ले, alright? और ये टेस्ट ड्राइव लेना बहुत ज़रूरी है. इसका मतलब ये है कि आप एक्चुअली एक जनरेशन से कह रही हैं कि सेक्सुअल कंपैटिबिलिटी ज़रूरी है, कि ये बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है. हाउ डू यू अप्रोच अ रोल लाइक दैट फॉर योर सेल्फ? आपके खुद के लिए आपको at some point did you have to draw from your own personal experiences? Would you ever actually believe in this? कि आपको लगता है कि इस generation के लिए क्योंकि ये इतना casual हो गया है, कहीं ना कहीं इसकी अहमियत थोड़ी सी कम हो गई है, value कम हो गई है?
Compatibility of sex की value तो कभी थी ही नहीं. Nobody talked about it. हमारी माँ ने हमको कभी बताया ही नहीं कि सेक्स कैसे होता है. वो कहीं कि पता नहीं कैसे सीखे, क्या हुआ, करके सीखे, कैसे सीखे. तो ये जो जहाँ तक अप्रोच एक्टिंग का है, इस कैरेक्टर का है, तो एक तो लिखा हुआ बहुत अच्छा है. दूसरा, बिकॉज आई एम सेइंग दीज थिंग्स विच नोबडी हैज एवर सेड ऑन स्क्रीन. Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't think
Correct.
Yeah.
in any this thing, nobody has ever said it so open, so direct. So there was a fear that it should not become ugly. It should not become bhadda, like I say, bhadda again. So it has to be, क्या बोलेंगे word? मर्यादा में.
क्या बात है, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
So like I keep saying that this is the love story, which is like a you certified love story, which is like love story, which is like everybody should see it. You should see it with your.
हाँ, क्योंकि दादी है ना इस story में.
Yeah, because that's what you should talk. I want all dadis to talk. I want mothers to say this to their sons and daughters. I mean, mothers and fathers. I think that's what it should be, and it's fun.
No, but I love this because I'll tell you something. दादियों का एक पता नहीं एक लिबरेशन है, क्योंकि जो हमारी मम्मियाँ हमसे कभी नहीं बात करती वो दादियाँ कर लेती है. तो ये रिश्ता, have you personally experienced this? I mean, I'd love to know, how your father is around yours.
Who, my mother?
Your father or your mother?
My father he's been very vocal. Like even with me, he's never hid anything. My mother was slightly, she was a bit hesitant. Dadi, she passed away much before, so I don't have the.
वो रिश्ता नहीं रहा, जी हाँ.
Yeah.
जी हाँ.
But my father and me were very
Cool.
he was way ahead of his time. So like he was married before to an Australian lady. I'm from the second marriage, so I have a half brother, half sister. That equation is there. So I just felt that he had with me even when I was 11 or 12. He told me the way it was supposed to be told.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
Fantastic. That's a grace.
Yeah, like I remember everything.
दादी के साथ कोई रिश्ता रहा है, नानी के साथ कोई रिश्ता?
Yeah, I've lived with both. गर्मियों की छुट्टियों में I used to run towards my nani because I would spend a lot of time with my dadi. Or nani will make sure she'll get us karvande, she'll get us kulfi during the summer vacation at the best time. Also, I think it was my nani who I could talk about what my expectations when it comes to partner is all about. One day she just called me Maji Son Papdi, ikde ye. She calls me Son Papdi, it's sweet. It's like, what is the update? And I'm like, what update? Like, are you dating somebody? Do you want to get married? You don't want to get married? That's fine because we see you progressing in your career and I know where, what's your aim and your ambitions. They're quite a lot. Like we did not think of even stepping out of the, कहते ना, पाय तितकेच पसरायला पाहिजे जितकी चादर असेल. She said, no, get out of that blanket. You do what you have to. Make sure that the man that you choose for yourself, you should be happy. Then I will make it work. Which I said, no, Aji, there's nobody, there's nothing. But she's like, you are going to come and tell me first about it. I will make sure that I'll make it work. And that confidence when I got from my nani, I felt like, wow. One of the reasons why I'm an actor is because of her. She said, whenever I would enter, she's like, Ali Maji, Miss World, Ali Maji, Miss India. So I was like, really? Am I that pretty? Like, she made me believe that I'm good at my job, I'm pretty, and I deserve the best things in the world. And I really hope, through this last stories, what I've really enjoyed was that jab wo waqt hota hai na, that age. It's so important when a child comes to that age, you need to have that conversation. Be it when, boys, or be it even periods. Like when I got to know about periods, I was like, what the shit? It's horrible. I felt like I was going to die and all these things.
Shame, all of it.
Why does it happen to a woman? Yeah. But then, when that scene with my Dadi, with Neena ma'am, when I sat there and I was looking at Balki sir, I was like, sir, you really want me to ask? Is she really saying that? that scene just changed everything for me. I went back home and I just had a conversation with my nanny. She's like, do you know this is what we're doing? She's like, thank God, we're way behind. It's finally happening. And I was like, yes. So this conversation before the marriage is so important, which many girls miss. You know, the way Sir has also shot it. Trust me, I have been the most comfortable, you know, earlier, you know, in your head, they're like, concept is such, how are they going to shoot? What are the scenes going to be like? Will I be okay to do that? And most of the actors are not comfortable making love on screen. But this story is so beautiful, it's shot so beautifully, the message is conveyed properly, and I was the happiest to shoot this. Like, I have enjoyed shooting, I've enjoyed each and every scene. Like, I wish I can go back and, like, you know, relive those 5 days. So beautiful.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that. Neena ji, before we go, sexual compatibility is the fulcrum of this film. मुझे बताइए, अगर एक चार्ट होता, you know, relationships में, तो चीज़ें होती हैं, अंडरस्टैंडिंग होता है, या फिर यू नो फाइनेंशियल कंपैटिबिलिटी भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. आप सेक्सुअल कंपैटिबिलिटी को इस चार्ट में कितने मायने देंगी, खुद के लिए या फिर किसी और के लिए जो आपसे पूछे कि नीना जी क्या करूँ मैं, लड़का बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन हमारी जमती नहीं है सेक्सुअली, क्या कहेंगे आप मुझे? एंड आई वांट नीना गुप्ता's आंसर. मुझे नीना जी का आंसर चाहिए, दादी का आंसर नहीं.
जम जाएगी बाद में, ऐसा ही आंसर होता है. क्योंकि आप दूसरी चीजें देखते हैं तब. क्योंकि अगर वो है और दूसरी चीजें नहीं है तो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
तो क्या होगा?
I disagree.
I like
I
fire.
disagree.
लाइक तुम जवान हो ना, अभी थोड़ा ठहर जाओ. एडजस्ट हो सकता है. ये एडजस्टमेंट मुश्किल है, करते हैं लोग, but मुश्किल है. This is what we are talking about in this.
So to your question, coming back, अगर लड़का अच्छा है लेकिन नहीं जमती तो I would say goodbye.
Yeah, obviously.
जमनी चाहिए ना.
There is no future
What do you
because
mean by
what?
jamna?
Meena ma'am, later अगर नहीं जमी
And
तो
also, trust me on one thing.
जम्मेगी ताई तो जम्मेगा ना.
बहुत लोग हैं.
Yeah, see, the problem is what people think. Suppose a guy and a girl, suppose they're not sexually compatible. I mean, I don't like having sex with her or him, whatever. It doesn't mean that person won't be good with another person.
Yeah.
You find your partner who you're very good with. It's not like you're bad, it's not a game, you know, you're bad at sex or you're bad at, no, you can be damn good at sex with another person, you can be damn bad at sex with another person. So it's like partners vary, touch varies. You know, so I think find the compatible partner. It's not about whether you're good or bad. There's no good or bad in this.
Correct, absolutely. You know, but there are bad kissers.
Brush your teeth.
I'm just like, not just that. No, किसी को आता ही नहीं है. But anyway, hopefully they can learn. Classes होनी चाहिए.
नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Classes नहीं होनी चाहिए.
classes?
Kissing के classes नहीं होने चाहिए.
नहीं.
What is this?
नहीं.
Because you might be good.
No.
I don't.
उनके बारे में सोचो. जिनको नहीं आता.
किसके classes होनी चाहिए?
This is the most. This is the most organic energy that an individual human being carries.
There may be some dental problems. Nothing else. Some
Can I
must be
say-
poking.
Okay.
No, somebody might be shy.
Can I?
Somebody might have some other problems.
But what is a perfect kiss? When you feel it, right? There's no way of doing it. You know, the moment you're thinking about it, you know more in that particular moment. So, congratulations, you've just ruined it for yourself.
Yes, absolutely. But I'm just saying, thank you. This is exactly what we want to do, right, with this film. You know, this conversation has been so bright and sparkling. And I think that's the reason why I'm going to watch Lust Stories. So, aapke jo, I mean, if you came in to promote a film, you've done beautifully. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
मेरे शो पर आने के लिए नीना जी, बाल्की साहब, मृणाल, and अंगद, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
Radio Nasha.